Hey you guys, so I had a really light morning at work, so I went home for a little bit, and now I'm on my way up. I feel a hair splinter in my elbow. That's alright, I have tweezers at work. It's a little pro tip for you: if you don't have tweezers at work, I would get some, because you just never know. I also keep fingernail clippers, because you just never know when you're going to dremel your fingernail, and then it catches weird in the hair, and then, yeah. Anyway, so those are some like non-grooming things I always keep at work. I've got some fingernail clippers, I got my tweezers, because you just never know. Anyway, so we're on the way back. I just had like one little Shih Tzu this morning, and then now I'm going back to groom like a little Jack Russell Dachshund mix. This week has been I was going to say this week's been slow, but yesterday was really busy. So really it's just today is slow. Which is fine. I kind of like a slow day here and there. I don't like being overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed really easy if I have like a super busy day that I'm, grooming like 5-6 dogs. That's not, like, I know to somebody they're like, 5-6 dogs. Listen, I would say the most I do in a day is 6. I think I've done 7, but anytime I do like 6 or 7 dogs in a day, I just feel like so beat by the end of the day. So I like doing just kind of like, usually 4 dogs a day is like perfect for me. I have to make a certain amount to keep my insurance and all of that, my regular health insurance. So I can meet my quotas and pay all my bills if I do like 4 dogs a day. And it doesn't really matter what those 4 dogs are. I mean, unless they were all Chihuahua baths, then I guess I wouldn't make my quota, but that never happens. So as long as I have at least 2 haircuts in there, I'm good to go. So anyway, 4 is perfect for me. I leave still feeling energized, still feeling like I can do something, and I'm happy when I leave at the end of the day. So that's why I like keeping a little less. And everybody's different. Some people feel better when they do like 10 dogs in a day. When I worked at this one place I worked, I was a bather, and I would bathe 10 to 15 dogs a day. That was normal. But it didn't feel like that much because it was just the bath. But now I do everything all the way through. I don't have a bather. If I had a bather, I could probably do, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 haircuts a day, easy, because it usually takes me like 45 minutes for a haircut, just depending what it is. Even on like doodles, it usually takes me 45 minutes to an hour. As long as it's not like a massive doodle, then it might take me longer. But I really, at this point, I have my rhythm down so much that, like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter how big the dog is. Like, sometimes those little tiny things will take me a little bit longer because they're so hard to like maneuver the clippers around, and like they're just, somebody's in a hurry. Little motorcycle man, he's flooring it around everybody. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, it depends on the day, the dog, and me. Like, it just depends, like some days I can do it really fast, other days I'm not as motivated. This morning I was moving pretty quick. That's why I just went home just now to take a little break. I actually brought dog food that I meant to bring inside, which I did not bring inside. It's still in my trunk, so I'll have to bring that inside whenever I get back. But anyway, I went home, and I'm kind of bad about, like, in the past, I used to live a lot closer to my work. Now I'm about 20 minutes away, which isn't that far, but I used to be like 10 minutes away at best. So I would go home, and I would just sit and chill, and then I'd try to go back to work, and I would not feel like being there at all. So just now I went home, and I did some yoga and stuff, and I feel pretty energized to go back in. Like, even if I was home right now, I'd probably be doing something like cleaning or whatever. I actually have, my youngest sister is coming to sleep over on Friday. I don't think I've talked about my sisters that much, but I have a 15-year-old sister, and she's going to be 16 in October. And then I have an 8-year-old sister that's going to be 9 in September. Basically, the 3 of us, all our birthdays are like back to back. So the youngest one is first. She's September 20th, and she's going to be 9. And then my birthday's next. It's September 30th. I'm going to be 27. And then the last one is October the 14th, and she's going to be 16 this year. So we're pretty spread out. But it's been kind of fun because now the 16-year-old is getting old enough that me and her can like hang out and do like more fun things. Like, I mean, the little one's fun too because we get to do like the fun games and stuff. We're gonna go to the Jockey Lot, which is like a flea market. It's like where everybody goes to sell things, but it's cheap, so it's fun. We're gonna go walk around the Jockey Lot. And then I want to make some butter beer. I thought that would be really fun, so I'm going to get the ingredients for that. And what else? I'm going to... Oh, I have stuff to, like, make a cake. I was going to see if maybe she wanted to, like, make a cake. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, fun things that we can do. I want to introduce her to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because that was always my favorite. I was, like, thinking about it, and I was like, man, I, like, kind of waited too long. Like, when I watched Buffy, I was, like, little. I was watching it as it came out. It came out in 97, so I was 5 when it came out. And I kind of watched it straight through. I mean, yeah, it's like a little scary. I remember some of the episodes kind of scared me, but like I didn't think it was that scary. Like, I don't know. Like, because you realize, like, even when you're 5, that vampires aren't real or whatever. So anyway, I watched it all through. But I don't remember if I ever finished it, though, for being honest. I really can't remember. So anyway, I'm watching that right now, but I'm going to start it over to introduce it to her, because she loves the scary stuff, and I love it, because that's so like me. I love the scary stuff. I listen to scary stories to go to bed every night. I didn't, honestly, and it didn't even strike me as weird until the other day. I was like telling my mom, I was like, oh yeah, I love like listening to like paranormal or like ghost stories or stuff as I'm going to bed. And she likes to watch, like, crime TV, like CSI and that kind of shit. And she was, like, laughing. She's like, oh, we, like, watch some, like, really, like, kind of scary, like, morbid things to go to bed. And it, like, kind of hit me. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that is. Like, some people may not like that. And I forget, too, my, like, best friend, Kara, she doesn't do scary movies at all. And I always forget about that until, like, we start talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, you don't even like scary movies. That's crazy, you know? So anyway, I guess that's just like my thing. And I love that my little sister is the same way. She loved that game, that Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever. It seemed really scary. And she really loved Stranger Things. There's like she watches the crime shows with my mom too. I remember I used to watch those, and sometimes they would scare me when I was really little. But yeah, she's a tough kid. The other one, she likes scary movies and stuff too, but she didn't like them when she was that little. So anyway, that was a very long way of me saying I think that she's going to really love Buffy, because it's just so fun, and I mean, it's such a good show. And watching it, I haven't watched it literally since I was younger, like, so recently I decided I wanted to watch it again, and it's just been so fun. It just reminds me so much of being young, and it's been long enough since I've seen the episodes that, like, when they come on, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I remember this, but I couldn't tell you what happened. So it's been really fun watching them, because it's like kind of watching them for the first time again in a way, because I can't really remember a lot of the details. I remember like the big stuff that happens, but like I really can't remember some of these like smaller episodes that I maybe only saw like a time or two. The routine used to be that every week when it came out, and I think I could ask my mom, she might remember, but I'm pretty sure I remember it coming on in the beginning of the week. So I think it was like literally like a Monday or Tuesday it would come out, and what they would do, and they still do this all the time, but they would play the week before's episode again right before the new one came out. So I would always rewatch the last episode and then watch the new one, and then usually something like Angel or Charmed or something like that would come on afterwards. So anyway, right now I'm watching Buffy. Once I finish Buffy, I think I'm gonna do Angel, as long as I'm still in that kind of mood. If not, I kind of want to do Charmed, but my mom was telling me, she was like, you're gonna find watching Charmed back as an adult that the acting is like pretty bad. And I was like, oh. So that made me like a little bit less excited to watch Charms, but I'm sure it'll still be good. And then I really want to watch Supernatural. I think I'm going to make myself actually watch that, because I've turned it on before, and like it was kind of okay, but I didn't really like But my mom is just, like, obsessed with it. And me and her do, like, a lot of the same TV shows and stuff. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe I didn't watch enough and that it's going to get better or something. I don't know. She loves it, though. She's always talking about Supernatural. That's her favorite. But I'm definitely a Buffy the Vampire Slayer girl through and through. It's been inspiring me to do yoga and stuff too, because I remember when I was a kid, I would like watch her and I'd be like, that's gonna be me. Like, I'm gonna be like this badass that's like ready to beat anybody up. And I'm so not that. Not at all. So anyway, I was like, you know, I need a little strength or something. And honestly too, I started doing the yoga because I just like get really paranoid because, you know, we're really hard on our bodies as groomers, and I don't know, I would get like really scared sometimes that I was gonna hurt myself, like trying to lift a dog or contorting myself in weird ways or whatever, because, you know, you'll like hear people say they like wake up in the morning, they can't move and all of that. That's something like, I don't know why I'm like overly paranoid about that, but it is something that I like worry about, and I don't want that to happen to me. Like, I don't want to wake up one day and like not be able to groom because I can't get out of bed or something. Like, I don't know. I just want to take care of my body so that it'll take care of me, kind of thing. So I've really been pushing myself to do yoga. I've done it every day since I've started, except for I think 2 days I've missed. But I've been really trying not to miss days. Like, even if I just have only enough time to do like a 10-minute yoga, I'll just do that, because I'm just like, I can tell my body's like getting stronger and it's building muscle, and I don't want to like revert back and lose any of the progress that I've been making. So I've just been really pushing myself to at least do like 10 minutes. Hershey's going to be a little bit probably harder, but I'm just going to figure it out with the schedule. And I just always feel more motivated in the morning too, like whenever I do yoga. Like I said, I just went home and I did like a almost 30-minute yoga while I was home. And like my body, like I said, when I'm done with it, I like feel like a badass. Like, especially like my legs will feel like really strong and stretched out. A lot of the stuff that at least the yogas I've been doing, it seems to work your legs a lot. I do stuff with my arms too, but I just feel like my legs really feel great after I do yoga. And my back especially, oh my god, my back gets so bad, because if you watch my videos, you probably notice I slouch all day long. And then me and my boyfriend, on our back porch, we have like bar stool chairs, and oh my god, sitting in those bar stool chairs, I slouch like crazy too. So I'm like constantly, I make myself, like if I notice like my back's starting to hurt because I'm slouching, then I make myself like stretch out for a little bit, so that I just don't want to hurt myself. And also, this is like a really like random thing, but my grandma's mom, so my great grandma, had like a really bad hunchback. And I don't want a hunchback, and I'm so scared. It's so stupid, because like I don't think I'm at risk of really having a hunchback. She was the only one in the family, but I also noticed I slouch like crazy. So like I just like had this fear at the back of my mind that if I don't stretch my back out and stuff, that I'm gonna have a hunchback. So I like saying it out loud sounds so ridiculous, but I'm telling you, this is like a genuine fear of mine, was that I was going to have a hunchback. And then, you know, just like worrying that I was going to hurt myself at all. Like, I don't know. I feel stronger and just better throughout the day whenever I do yoga. Like, I feel so much more motivated. It's really nice. I don't know if I've talked about this or not, but Mondays I'm off of work. So, it's my cleaning day. I literally clean the entire house. But I get burnt out really easy if I'm like doing the same thing for too long. So what I like to do is I'll like clean, we'll say for an hour. It's usually not on like a time limit like that though. I'll do it like, I'll sweep the entire house and vacuum the entire house, and then I'll do like a yoga. And then I'll go back and then I'll mop the house and wipe the counters off and do some laundry, and then I'll do another yoga. So it's nice to kind of like split it up like that. And I really like doing that. So on Mondays I usually do like a lot of yoga. I don't know. It's different each day, but I'd say like at least like an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half on Mondays I do yoga. But like I said, I split it up throughout the day. I don't push myself too hard either. Like, if my body feels like I can't do something, I'm not going to force myself to do it. And the beauty is, too, that if I can't do something today, today, I can probably do it tomorrow or even in a couple hours. It's like, it just feels like the muscles build up so quickly. And like, there has been times that I did something in the morning and I couldn't do it at all, and then I tried it again a couple hours later and I could do it no problem. So it's kind of, I really like that about yoga. I like seeing the progress. I think I've said this before, but part of the reason that I really wanted to do it was that I realized that I was very out of shape. So I'd been wanting to do it for a long time. Finally convinced myself to do it. Thought it would be kind of easy because I used to do gymnastics and stuff, although that was probably like 10, 15 years ago. So I don't know why the hell I thought that would be logical, but I'm just telling you what I thought. I thought this was gonna be some easy shit and that it was gonna be nothing, you know what I mean? I thought I was gonna get a good stretch out or something, but no. It, like, I was like ashamed of myself for a minute. I was like, bitch, you cannot do any of this. Like, what the fuck? So anyway, it kind of lit a fire under me. I was like, well, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be some like weakling that can't even do these like basic ass yoga poses. Like, come on. So it's really lit a fire under me, and like I said, I've been doing it a lot more now, and I can just like feel that I'm just like a lot happier, and my body's happier, and I can feel the strength building. And it's so satisfying when you couldn't do a pose and then you go back and do it like the next day or a couple hours later and you like nail it and it's like solid and you're just like, fuck yes. Like, it makes you feel like a badass. I'm just telling you, that's how I feel whenever I'm done with yoga. I feel like a badass. So I really like it. I've been having a lot of fun. Because back in the day, like I said, I used to love the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm telling you, this was my shit when I was a kid. So me and my little friend, her name was Christina. I haven't talked to Christina in so long. She'd probably like laugh her ass off if she like heard me talking about this. But we used to play Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she had a trampoline in her backyard, and we would do, all the Buffy moves. We were always fighting vampires, you know what I mean? So we were, I could do like a cap up, you know, where you're on your back, you kick your legs up. I could do that. I could do like a bridge. I could even kick my legs over when I was in bridge. So really, if I wanted to, I could have put it together and done like a back handspring, but you know, I could do a slow one, but it wasn't a technical like back handspring. But anyway, I was in much better shape, and I could do handstands just like free. I could be standing up and like go into a bridge like just like nothing. Like I was so flexible, and I just had like a lot of, I guess, muscle that I didn't even realize I had, because I've always been skinny. So anyway, I want to be in the shape I was then, like whenever I could just do all this shit no problem. So I've been practicing my little bridges. I can't go, I need somebody to like spot me, because I don't have a trampoline anymore, and that's my fear. Part of me feels like if I tried to do a bridge right now, I could do it, but the other part of me is like, you would probably fall on your head. And that's kind of how I felt about the handstand too, but one of these days soon, I'm gonna fucking do a handstand and just say, fuck it. I'm just scared, because I like to do it up against a wall, like that's how I learned to do it in the first place, was like against a wall in gymnastics. But I'm kind of scared to do it in my house, because if I fuck up and kick a hole in my own wall, I'm going to be so mad. So that's why I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to get it. And then I need to figure out something. I have like a chandelier in the living room, and it's like kind of annoying for yoga, because like I can't like even reach my arms up without hitting it. So I need to maybe replace that with something that'll be kind of flat against the ceiling, because I have a footstool, and I was thinking I could do like the bridge. You guys are probably like, this is a fucking grooming channel, like what are you even talking about? But I'm just telling you, this is what's going on in my world right now, okay? So I've been thinking about this footstool, right? I could get in the bridge and then kick my legs over off of the footstool. It'd be kind of a good way to practice it until I get to the point that I can just do it no problem. You know, I've been thinking that, but I can't do that with that damn chandelier in my living room. So that's anyway. So if you need a vampire slayer, I'm fucking practicing right now. But yeah, no, in a real world scenario though, I just want to be able to defend myself if I ever needed to, but also I want to be ready if vampires ever take over, so just know that I'll be ready. But yeah, anyway, this has been like the most random ass video. This is just, you know, me driving to work and telling you all the thoughts So, ooh, Emma's here. Huh, I thought Erin would be here too, but I guess she's not. I don't know. They just all went back to school, and first of all, I just don't know their schedule, and second of all, I don't know how any college shit works, because I went to, like, human hair school, and it was nothing like regular college. So anyway, I've been trying to figure out their new schedule. Every time I get used to, like, what their schedule is, they change their damn schedule, because they're always going to college and doing all these things. But anyway, guys, I'm pulling up. I'm about to do this last dog, but I hope you enjoyed this, you know, random thought process. You know, I feel like if you watch these videos by now, you know that they're just kind of all over the place, because I'm just, like, spouting it off the top of my head, okay? This is literally what's going through my head, and I'm just speaking it out loud. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna groom this dog, and then I'm gonna go home and probably cook dinner. But thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.